The Hearse. But first, I am trying out a wide angle lens on this camera here. So see how well this works out. I'm going to try this on probably 4 or 5 videos, see how it works. It's actually, you can see more in the frame, and I think also when you zoom in you can still see a good wad of it instead of having it just the camera only. So we're going to try the lens out for a while and see how well that works. And I am an amateur at this, so we do a little bit each time to improve model building quality. But Hearse, I went back in and filled in where I needed to on the chrome here. Basically where the marker didn't fill in, and that was just to see if it actually really worked. It does work for the trim, but the it needed a little bit of paint. So I'm ready to. I went back in also with black and touched up a few areas that I had a little shaky hand problem. But anyway, done with that, and then basically I am ready to. I'm probably going to mask off just a little bit of the I want to say carpet top. So that'll be dull, and then the rest of the car will be shiny. So I'm ready for future, and I'll be probably doing that hopefully tomorrow. That's my game plan. And then once I get it future, then I can put the curtains in, and then put the custom name Myers in the window, and of course put the little thing that goes on the back of the Hearse, and I'll be pretty much ready to assemble it. But while I was waiting to do that, I went ahead and got the bumper on. I got to, and I used accelerator, and I got to wait till it dries because it didn't really want to sit flush right through here, and it does. But I'm going to have to take a little bit with the toothpick, get some super glue in there, and get it to sit really flush. And I just basically got to hold it. I don't know why it wouldn't snap, but it just don't. But anyway, not a problem. I did get that, and I did get the front end on. And what I'm going to do is take some, probably not, up here somewhere maybe. There's some black wash in there, which is what I like to do for chrome. And I'm going to just put a little bit of the wash in there in the grill, just to make it stand out a little bit more. And of course I got to put the lights in and all that good stuff. But we'll get to there in just a minute. My next plan is to put a little feature on it, and we should be ready to rock and roll on that, and then we can probably start the ambulance pretty soon. The dog. Last I left off, I did get the dog all glued, and it's basically organ duty time. Excuse me. And basically started at 1, 2, 3. It got to there, and then I'm down to the, I don't know what, stomach, spleen, whatever. You can tell I didn't study much in anatomy school, but there you go. I basically got 4 pieces sub-assembled. I got to knock down some of the a little bit of flash on here, and I'll just go in with some the old sanding stick here, and I get that all sanded down. And the lungs will be pretty simple to glue together. And then basically my game plan is, once I get everything assembled, and then I'm going to start assembling the organs in, and I'm probably going to do a wash while I've got it assembled, and then I'm going to do the wash with the bone as well. So I'll try to blend it all in, and I'll show everyone once we get there. But I want to get basic construction done. That's just the way I like to do models, and do the different type of washes and stuff later on. But anyway, that's all I've done on the dog. So slowly but surely. And one thing, this kit don't fit, and this was one of them. It just did not fit at all. I mean, you can see where the gap is, but I think once this gets attached, you shouldn't be able to see much of it. And if you do see a gap, I think what I'm going to do is, where is Mr. Tulip? I'll probably go buy some. I'll either try to mix a little red and the white here, and make the pink color, or I'll try to go find some pink tulip, and I'll just do it that way and just fill in the gap. But anyway, I'll see how it works out. If it's hid, no big deal. But if it's seen, I'll do some tulip on it. But anyway, dog pretty much getting close to assembled. The big petty car, and actually had to. I'll always say this. I actually had to cuss at it, and a few a few cuss words were yelled at this particular model, especially right here. I actually glued the springs on backwards when I first assembled it, so I had to had this going the other way, and I don't know why I didn't pay attention. Of course, you know, I was looking at the instructions, going, "Hey, look, this is easy enough." But anyway, I popped them back off, re-glued them on. But one thing I forgot to do is the little things that hold the shocks in. I glued them on backwards as well, so I had to pop them off. I had them coming out the front here instead of going the back. So anyway, I had to snip them off with the sprue cutters and re-glue them on the back. So I just got to do a little putty work, sand them down, and we'll be good to go. Basically had to take tube glue because I tried scraping the chrome off, and it really needs to be stripped, you know, technically. The correct way to do it, and MEK just didn't do it, so tube glue came out, and we are a good bond, and that's all that matters, and good and sturdy. So I did get the back suspension done, so I am glad. There are a few colorful metaphors were yelled out at that one, but anyway, got the little springy things on here. I got two more parts here, which I don't know. I got one going one way, one going the other, and I don't think that's right. But anyway, I could be wrong, but I'm going to leave them off till I get damn near a lot of it together, at least get the motor in so I can see where they attach to, because I know some instructions are vague, and this one is kind of vague. So anyway, so we're working on putting the little details on, and then I'll probably leave the tires off because that'll be easier to paint, but I haven't glued nothing. They're real loose and anything, and I'll probably glue the pins in once I get closer to putting the wheels on. But anyway, suspension's almost done on this, so we can start doing the little fun stuff and trying to decipher the kit parts, because the numbers are kind of hard to find on the sprues. But anyway, that's where I stand on that, so more on that later on. The Ertl A, I did start the, and I kind of technically screwed up, but I didn't either. And I should have started with the Aztec pattern right here. If you follow the, I'm basically started one over and just worked my way, but I did get about half of it done. Try to do the other half tomorrow morning. That's pretty much, I don't like to do a whole lot because you just start errors, if you will. I do got a little bit more to do on the phaser banks here, which is basically I got to wait till the setting solution totally cures, and then I'll go in with a knife and start chopping them up and put a little more down just so they'll snug. But there is that. I did get the side pylons, and if you can actually see it, I got them on both sides, and they probably just need a little more setting solution. And I didn't do any registry numbers or anything. I'll do that probably last, but I wanted to get all the like big decals on, and so I started on the saucer, because I'll probably have to paint a little bit, but I'm going to try to get most of the Aztec out of the way. And then some of the ones on the nacelles, which they do fit, which I'll probably just have to end up cutting them in like 3 or 4 sections and then do the nacelles. But anyway, we're getting closer. So more decals were added today on the Ertl A. I think that's it. I should have a shed update. It just depends on if it quits raining, because I don't really want to be out there when it's kind of cold. But anyway, and we're all going to do daylight savings time, which we'll discuss that tomorrow. Which that's not the funnest holiday or event I think man has ever created. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But anyway, decal duty on the Ertl A, trying out the new wide angle lens. We'll probably do the Falcon Prize too. I got most of it built, and we are about to get some future on the Hearse, doing organ duty on the dog, and the big petty car getting its suspension. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.